Good morning, grandchildren. This week we're going to learn about Joseph. He's one of Jacob and Rachel's sons. Remember, Jacob had to marry Leah, and then he was allowed to marry Rachel. And Rachel had Joseph. So we're going to learn about him. Jacob made peace with Esau and returned to Canaan. Last week we saw that Jacob was on the way home and Esau was coming out to meet him. That's Jacob. That's Jacob out here. And that's Joseph. Soon another child was born to Rachel. His name was Benjamin, so that would be Joseph's brother. But Jacob mourned because his lovely Rachel died. Mourned means he was sad, he cried. Of all of his sons, Jacob loved Joseph the best. He rewarded Joseph with a beautiful coat of many colors. There's that coat right there. Joseph's brothers were jealous. There's a couple of them right there. They wished they could have such a coat. One day Joseph said to his brothers, "Listen to the dreams I've had." When Joseph told them his dreams, his brothers knew their meaning. They would someday bow down to Joseph. The brothers hated Joseph because of his dreams. That doesn't sound good. Sounds like we've got some trouble brewing. What's that look like? That looks like a hole in the ground. Let's see how Joseph gets in that hole in the ground. The dreamer is sold as a slave. The sons of Jacob were tending the flocks in the fields. Let's see if I can center the picture for you. There you go. Jacob wondered, "Are my sons safe?" He sent Joseph to find out. The brothers saw Joseph's brightly colored coat afar off. "Look, here comes the dreamer," one announced. "Let's kill him," another said, "and throw his body in a pit. We'll say a wild animal ate him." "Good idea," said a third. "Then we'll see what happens to his dreams." But Reuben, the oldest son, said, "No, let's not kill him. Just throw him in the pit to die." See, Reuben had planned to rescue Joseph later. So the brothers stole Joseph's pretty coat and dumped him in a pit. Reuben left and was absent when a caravan of Ishmaelites came. The brothers sold Joseph to them for 20 silver pieces. The caravan carried Joseph to Egypt. When Reuben returned, he cried, "The boy is gone. What shall I do?" The brothers decided to lie to Jacob. They stained Joseph's coat with animal blood. Jacob thought that Joseph was killed. "I will weep for my son for the rest of my life," Jacob cried. That's the same as mourning. Mourning and weeping are the same thing. So let's see what happened to Joseph. Where did he end up? Oh boy. Joseph the slave. The caravan carried Joseph south to Egypt, and a man named Potiphar bought Joseph. This man was a leader in Egypt's army. God was with Joseph, though he was a slave. Potiphar saw his good work and liked him. He put Joseph in charge of his whole house. Potiphar's wife was also friendly to Joseph, but once he wouldn't do a wicked thing for her, so she lied to her husband about Joseph. Potiphar locked Joseph in prison like a criminal. But God was with Joseph in prison. The jailer soon began to like Joseph. He even put Joseph in charge of the whole prison. The king's butler and baker were in the prison. I'm sorry, I didn't read that right. The king's butler and baker were there in prison. Both had dreams while they were sleeping. "What do our dreams mean?" they wondered. "Maybe my God will tell me what they mean," Joseph said, and God did. The butler would be freed from prison. "When you are free," Joseph said, "tell the king I'm here. Ask him to set me free." The meaning of the baker's dream was very sad. "You'll be hanged for your crime," said Joseph. And the men's dreams came true. Let's see here. Let's go one more today. Pharaoh sends for Joseph. Pharaoh is the same as the king. When they say the king, they mean Pharaoh. 2 years passed. The butler forgot about Joseph. Then Pharaoh, Egypt's king, dreamed dreams. "I must know what they mean," he thought. Pharaoh called his magicians. All they said was, "We don't know what your dreams mean." Then the butler remembered Joseph. "A young man is locked in your dungeon," he said. "He told me the meaning of my dream." Quickly, Pharaoh sent for Joseph. First, Joseph washed, then he went to Pharaoh. "I heard that you tell the meaning of dreams," said Pharaoh. "I don't do this," Joseph replied. "God will give you the answer." Let's stop there for now, and I'll pick up with what the dreams are and what they mean on the next time. I love you very much, grandchildren. Have a very good day.